Standard 8 Maths, Lesson number 7, Variation. Students, now we are going to see the next lesson, that is lesson number 7, Variation. Variation means changes with respect to each other. There are two quantities always. When we say variation, there are always two quantities, and one quantity changes with respect to the other. If we change one quantity, the other will also change. So there are two types of variation. One is direct variation and one is inverse variation. Now see here, there are some examples given. Number of notebooks. Now 12 notebooks cost rupees 240. 12 notebooks cost rupees 240. That means one notebook will cost how much? It will be 20 rupees. Now 3 notebooks will cost how much? 3 notebooks will cost 60 rupees. 9 notebooks will cost how much? 180. 24 notebooks will cost how much? 480. 50 notebooks will cost how much? 1000. One notebook will cost 20. Now see here, when the number of notebooks changes. First there are 12, then 3, then 9, 24, 51. The amount also changes, so they vary. Now how is the variation? When I decrease the number of notebooks, that is the number of notebooks become less, the amount becomes less. Now here the number of notebooks has increased. From 3 it is 9. The amount also increases. Here again the number of notebook is increasing, amount also increases. Again number of notebooks increase, amount increases. Now number of notebooks get less. First they were 50, now we want only 1. So the amount also decreases. So when the number of notebook increases, amount increases. When the number of notebooks decrease, the amount also decreases. Such type of variation is known as direct variation. Direct means one increases, the other increases. One decreases, the other also decreases. Now what are the two parts of this? One is number of notebooks and the second is the cost. So what is the variation between this number of notebooks and cost in rupees? It is direct variation. That is, when the number of notebooks increase, cost will increase. When the number of notebooks will become less, the cost will also become less. That is known as the direct variation. Now how do we write direct variation? See here, this is a sign used for variation. That is a sign that is known as alpha. It is like this way it is. Okay, so this is alpha. It is a Greek letter. It is used to denote variation. So x varies to y is written in the form of equation as x is equal to ky, where k is a constant. This part you have to remember. X and y are in the same proportion can be written as x and y are in direct variation, or there is a direct variation between x and y. So here how do we read this? X directly varies with y. When there is such type, it is known as x directly varies with y, or x is equal to ky. This part you have to remember. So when we multiply y with some constant, suppose x varies with y, then k is a constant. X is equal to ky, where k is a constant. Now how are these statements written? Let us see. Area of a circle is directly proportional to the square of its radius. Area of a circle, area is represented with a and radius by r. So what is written? Area of a circle is directly proportional to the square of its radius. Radius square, r square. So area directly proportional to r square. Pressure of a liquid varies directly as the depth of the liquid. Pressure P varies as D. So directly, so P varies with D directly. To understand the method of symbolic representation, study the following examples. Now see here. X varies directly as y. When x is equal to 5, y is equal to 30, find the constant of variation. How does it vary? Whether it is 2 times, whether it is 3 times, whether it is 4 times, that is known as the constant. So whenever we have direct variation, we have to know what is the constant of variation. So how do we find that constant? Now see here, when x is 5, y is 30. So how many times what we have to multiply to x to get the value of y? So when we multiply, so this is very easy. When we multiply 6 When 5 is multiplied by 6, we get 30. So anytime, suppose now x is 10, y will be how much? 60. So the constant of variation here in this case is 6. Each case the constant of variation will be different. For each sum the constant of variation will be different. That's why we write it as k. Why? Because k can be any number. X varies directly with y. Therefore x is equal to ky, where k is a constant and it changes with each problem or each sum. The constant will change. See here, x is equal to ky, k is a constant. Now when x is 5, y is 30. Therefore 5 is equal to x. In place of x we have put 5 is equal to some k. We don't know what is k, multiplied by 30. Therefore k is equal to 1 upon 6. Therefore equation of variation x is equal to ky, that is x is equal to y upon 6 or y is equal to 6x. This is the equation which we get. So when we get this equation, it becomes very easy for us to find out any different number of problems of the same type. Now next, see this example. Cost of groundnuts is directly proportional to its weight. If cost of 5 kg of groundnuts is 450, find the cost of 1 quintal. 1 quintal means 100 kg. So 5 kg cost 450. Now we have to find here the constant. So let us see. Let the cost of groundnuts be, always we have to write the statements like this. This is known as statement, what we write in a sentence. Let the cost of groundnuts be x and the weight of groundnuts be y. So it is given that x varies directly as y, therefore x varies with y, or x is equal to ky. It is given that when x is 450, y is 5. We will substitute now. Hence we will find k. X is equal to ky, therefore 450 is equal to 5k. Therefore k is equal to 90. How we got that? K we keep it here and 5 we take to the other side, so that will be 450 upon 5 and that is equal to 90. 5 9s are 45. So k is equal to 90. This is our constant. Now what they have asked us, what will be the cost of 1 quintal, that is 100 kg. Now we know when y is 100, x is equal to how much? X is equal to 90 into 100, that is 9,000. Therefore cost of 1 quintal of groundnuts will be 9,000. Now let us see what we are going to do here in practice set 7.1. Write the following statements using the symbol of variation. We have to use this symbol of variation, this one, and we have to write the statements. Circumference C of a circle is directly proportional to its radius. How will we write that? Circumference C and radius R. What is the proportion? Directly. So we put it this way. Circumference C is directly proportional to radius. Consumption of petrol L in a car and distance travelled by that car D are in direct variation. So consumption of petrol, how much petrol is required? Okay, when we travel by car, if we travel for a small distance, little amount of petrol will be required. But if you are going to go to some other city or very long distance, then more amount of petrol is required. So the distance, how much we have traveled, the petrol depends upon the distance. So the consumption of petrol L is directly proportional to the distance. Okay, this way you will write. Now complete the following table considering that the cost of apples and the numbers are in direct variation. Now this is number of apple is x and cost of apple. So 1 apple costs 8 rupees. 4 apples cost how much? 8 fours are 32. Now in 56 rupees, how much apples we will get? What is the constant of variation over here now? 8, isn't it? Number of apples x is equal to ky. So here it is 1. Okay. X is 1 is equal to k into y. What is k and what is y now? Y is 8. 1 is equal to k into 8. So k we have to find out. What is the constant of variation? K is equal to 1 upon 8, or okay, k is equal to 1 upon 8. So when we get the constant of variation, now here we will put, now this is x is equal to ky. Here we have this y is 56. Okay, so we'll again in this equation we will write x is, we have to find out x. What is k? 1 upon 8 multiplied by 56. So 8 ones are 8, 8 sevens are 56. So here we will get how much? 7. Now x is equal to 12. Here we will get 12 is equal to 1 upon 8 multiplied by y. We want to find out this y over here. Now we will cross multiply. So 8 will go over here. 12 8s are 96. So y is equal to 96. Now how we have done this sum? Same way we have to do here. X is equal to 1 upon 8 into 160. Instead of 56 we got here 160. So it will be 8 ones are 8. 8 20s are. So this will be 20. So you have to solve the sums, okay, in this way. If m is proportional to n and when m is equal to 154, n is equal to 7. Find the value of m when n is equal to 14. We will do this sum in the notebook and I will show you how to do it. Now what is given to us is m varies to n. This is practice set 7.1. M varies to n. So when m is equal to 154, n is equal to 7. Find the value of m when n is equal to 14. This is what is asked. Now first from this two we have to find the constant or k. Now m varies to n. M is equal to k into n, isn't it? We got this. So what is m over here? 154 is equal to k into 7. Now we keep the k over here. We take the 7 to the other side. It will go in the denominator. I hope you know. Whenever you are doing cancelling anything like this, what we do actually is we divide both the sides by 7. I divide this also by 7. I divide this also by 7. So this 7 cancels and this 7 is 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. So k is equal to 22. Why I do this? Because I want to cancel this 7. So how to cancel this? There is a multiplication sign here. So to cancel this 7 I have to divide. Then only I can cancel. If there is a plus sign, I have to subtract. Remember, you have to do the opposite operation to do the cancellation work. So when I divide 7 on right side, I have to divide by 7 on the left side also. Both sides I have to do the equal division. I cannot just divide the 7 over here. When I cancel this 7, now why 7? Because here the number is 7. If it was 8, I would have taken 8 over here. So this 7 ones are 7 cancels. Now this also 7 ones are 7, 22. So we got the value of k as 22. Now we want to find out m. So m is equal to kn. This is the, so m, we have to find out m is equal to 22 into 14 because n is given as 14. So 14 2s are 28, 14 2s are 28 and plus 2 30. So m is equal to 308. This is the answer which we get of the third sum. This is the third sum of practice set 7.1. Now the table is given again in practice set sum number 4. N varies directly as n varies directly as m is given. Now complete the following table. Now first they have given as m is equal to 3, n is equal to 12. From this we can find out the, what we will find out? Constant k. When both the things are given, we can find out k. Now how n varies with m? So n is 12 is equal to, now first we'll write this way, n is equal to k into m. So n 12 is equal to k into 3. Now I don't want to remove this 3 now. Why? Because I want to find out what is k. To find out k, I have to remove this 3. 3 I have to remove. How will I remove? Yeah, there is multiplication sign. To remove 3, I have to divide this by 3. So when I do the division on the right side, I have to divide on the left side also. So here the 3 will cancel. Here also it will be. So k is equal to what I got? 4. When I get this k is equal to 4, my rest of the sums become easier. Now they have asked us m is 6.5. We have to find out n. So what is our equation? N is equal to k into m. N is equal to, now what is k? 4 into m is 6.5. So 4 into 6.5 will be, this will be 26. So n will be 26. That is the first one. Next they have given us n. n is equal to 28. We have to find out n. Again we'll write the equation n is equal to k into m. Now here it is 28 is equal to 4 into m. Again I want to cancel this 4. Why? Because I want to find out what is m. So to remove this 4, I will divide by 4. Here also I will divide by 4. So 4 and 4 will cancel. 4 sevens are. Therefore we got here m is equal to 7. That is the second sum. Now one more sum is left in this part that we will do. Here they have given us m is equal to 1.25. Again we'll write the equation. What is the equation? N is equal to k into m. We have to find out n. So n is equal to k is 4. 4 into 1.25. When we are doing this multiplication, now here we have to find out n. So I will multiply this. But when in the earlier sum how it was, I wanted to find out what is m. I had to remove this k. That's why I had to divide. Now here I am going to multiply. 4 into 1.25 I will get 5. So n is equal to 5. That is the sum number 4 and the last part of that sum number 4. Now let us do the sum number 5. We will complete this practice set 7.1. Y varies directly as square root of x. So whenever such sums are given, you have to understand the wording properly. Y varies directly. So this is direct variation only. After we learn about the next variation, when we do the sums, it will be little bit difficult because first you will have to find out whether it is a direct or whether it is a inverse. But now this all are direct variation. They have told us y varies directly as square root of x. So x, but not only x square root. So it varies as square root of. So this is first you have to find out this. This is very important. Once you find out how the variation is, then the sum is very easier. Now they what I have asked you is when x is equal to 16, y is equal to 24. Now we have to find the relation. Now y varies directly as square root of x. So this will be y is equal to k into square root of x. But we cannot, this. So we will find out the relation now. Y 24. What is k? We have to find out, right? So k and square root of 16. Why? Because x is 16. So this will be 24 is equal to k. Now what is the square root of 16? Square root of 16 is 4. So we got k into 4. Now I want to find out this k. So I have to remove this 4. So I will divide by 4. Here also I will divide by 4. 4 and 4 cancels. 4 sevens are. So I got k is equal to 7. Now using this k is equal to 7, we have to solve something. Find the constant of variation and equation. So we don't have to find out. So equation of, what is the equation of variation? This is the equation of variation, and this is the constant of variation. So we have found out both the constant of variation as well as the equation. So this is the equation. We can put this also into a whenever you have to write something important, we have to show the answer. You always make a square so that the answer will be immediately visible to the teacher or visible to anyone who is doing the checking. So this is the equation of variation and this is the constant of variation. So here we have completed the practice set 7.1. Now this direct variation, as I explained to you earlier, this is quite easy. Okay, now one more sum is left. Okay, practice set 7.1, one more sum is left, that is the sixth sum. We'll solve that also. Now what is given here? The total remuneration. Remuneration means payment, okay, or the salary or something. Total remuneration paid to laborers employed to harvest soya bean is in direct variation with the number of laborers. So number of laborers are working in the field. So if one laborer is working, he is getting suppose some rupees, 100 rupees. If two are working, then they will get 200 rupees each is total. So same way as the number of laborers changes, the amount of remuneration or payment also changes. Now what is given here? If remuneration of 4 laborers is rupees 1000, 4 laborers. Laborers are how many? 4. And remuneration means payment is 1000. Now we have to find what here? We have to find the first is what? Laborers, that is L, and this is R, remuneration. So L is directly proportional to R, or L is equal to K into R. Now what is L? 4. K we have to find out, and this is 1000. K is, we have to find out what is K. So now we have to divide by 1000. Okay, we have to find out what is K. Yeah, now what we have to do, we have to find out what is K. So we will divide this by 1000 because we want to remove this 1000. Here also I am going to divide by 1000. Now here I will not do the cancellation. First what I will do, I will find out the value of K. So K is equal to 4 upon 1000. I got the value of K, that is constant. Now what is given next? We have been given, find the remuneration of 17 laborers. Here the laborers, that is L is equal to 17. We have to find out what is R. Again we will use in this formula. L 17 is equal to 4 upon 1000 into R. We have to find out R. So we will keep this R as it is, and we will shift 4 upon 1000 to the other side. So 1000 will go up and 4 will come down. So this will be 17 into 1000 upon 4. Now 4 and 1000 we can cancel. 2 2s are, 2 500s are, 2 1s are, 2 250s are. So this will get 17 into 250. That is the remuneration. Now what will be the answer for that? 17 into 250. Will divide, multiply. I hope you know how to multiply this. So I got 4250. So the remuneration of of 17 laborers is 4250 rupees. Okay, don't forget to write rupees 4250. So I hope you have understood this practice set 7.1. Okay, now we'll do in the next video we will see what is inverse variation.